Good morning. Sorry, I look kind of crazy. I have been gone for a little bit. I went on a quick trip to Alaska, so that is why I haven't been posting any videos. Sorry, please forgive me. But while I was on the plane ride, I did finish a book, which is I haven't since last year because I'm terrible at reading books now because they just kind of drain me. But I did get a recommendation from one of you guys, or someone who commented on a previous video. She recommended this book, and it's called Brother Sister by Sean Olin. Now, you follow two different point of views. You follow Will, which is the older brother. He's like a senior in high school, and Ashley, which is the younger sister, and she's a junior in high school. They're very close in age. Now, their parents are divorced, and their dad lives in Mexico. Their mom, who they live with in California, is an extreme alcoholic. She's in and out of rehab. She's really mentally, physically, and emotionally abusive to them when she's drunk. She has a boyfriend whose name is Keith. He's an ex-military man, and he smokes a lot of pot, but aside from that, he seems pretty chill. So you start off with Will's playing in a golf tournament. He wins. Ashley is in softball, and they win the game. And then they have this giant party when their mom goes to rehab, and Ashley's boyfriend, Craig, is killed by Will. Now, again, this is from both of you go back and forth between their perspectives. And as you're reading it, you're reading it as if they're talking to you, which was kind of hard for me to get into the flow of, because most of the books I read, it's not like that. It's not like you're reading, you don't usually read books like you're being talked to, right? So you're basically like the detective or the police officer, and they're telling you the story. It's kind of like that, if that makes any sense. And if not, I'm so sorry. It's very early in the morning. I have been home for less than 24 hours. Please forgive me. And their stories end up lining up perfectly until later in the book. So it gets interesting, and I will say the ending, I wish there was more. I wish there was more to the story, because at the end I was like, what? That's it. It's just suspenseful. You're like, what happened? So it is kind of like a psychological, I wouldn't necessarily say like a thriller, but definitely a psychological story. There is no incest. At first you kind of think that there might be something weird like that goes on. It doesn't. So Will was told from a very young age that he has to take care of his sister at all means necessary. So he is just super protective and thinks like everyone's out to get her. It is basically like a series of unfortunate events that lead to their current situation. But even if you're reading it and you're kind of thinking like, this is kind of weird, I don't like where it's going, hang in there. Hang in there, because the ending kind of clears up like a lot of stuff. And even though it throws like a wrench in what you're thinking, it also kind of makes you be like, oh, that makes sense. It kind of puts a lot of the other pieces together. So that would be I don't know if I'd say my book recommendation, but it is my book review for today, is the Brother Sister book by Sean Olin, S-E-A-N, Olin, O-L-I-N, and I just downloaded it from Amazon Books. I think it was like less than $3 or something like that. I can't remember. But anyway, I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Please stay safe out there, okay? Bye!